guys, so today we're going to be making homemade butter. Um, it's very one of the simplest things I actually do make by myself. Yeah, so let's get right to it, and I'll show you guys the step-by-step process on how to make homemade butter. So guys, you just keep mixing. Yeah, I'm just gonna show you my camera. So you just keep mixing until it actually goes into a whipping form. If you see, the consistency is changing, so it's getting thicker now. So that is when you know you're actually almost there. You're almost, getting the butter. You're almost separating the fat from the liquid, more or less, because butter is basically fat. So we're just gonna continue. We're gonna keep whisking and whisking and whisking until we begin to see that separation, because what we want to see is the separation there. That is when we actually know that our butter is actually ready. So just stay on and watch as we make double cream milk become butter. Let's do some magic. So guys, what happens here is you need to actually reduce your speed of your hand mixer, or rather of your mixer, because if you keep it at a very high speed, what basically happens is, because it's going really fast and then there's still some liquid in there, it tends to like splatter everywhere, and then you begin to make a mess everywhere. So what I tend to do is I tend to reduce my speed from, because I was going on 5 full blast, and now I'm going on 2 and 1, so setting 2 and setting 1. So I'll go on setting 2 first, then I would go on setting 1. If you could see, the butter is actually forming. I don't know if you could see, like it's going into a moussey kind of texture. So this is when you actually know that your butter is almost there. It feels like you've been whisking for forever, but basically what just happens is you're getting there, more or less. So yeah, just keep watching, and we're going to transform. So yeah, bye. So guys, now it does look like curd cheese, but if I'm being honest with you, it's actually not curd cheese. It's butter, literally butter. So yeah. don't know if you guys can hear, but there is water inside, so we're almost there, if I'm being honest. Literally, we're almost there. So basically, when you know that your butter is actually ready, can you see the buttermilk? Literally. So it's separating from the milk, the liquid is separating from the fat, more or less. So now our butter is actually ready, I would say. But I'm just gonna give it one more mix, yeah, just to make sure that I do get every liquid. If I don't, then that's fine. But if I do get everything out, then yeah, just gonna give it one mix one more time. So now we've got our bowl of cold water. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna squeeze out the buttermilk from the fat, okay, because the fat is the butter basically. So we're going to take it in small lumps. Can you see, guys? Like, actually we have just made butter. Literally, we've just made butter. I'm just squeezing out the buttermilk because you don't want any milk inside. Always ensure that you give it a hard squeeze. Yep, so that one is ready. We'll just leave it in there to cool, and then we'll take another blob again, and then oops. So we're going to do the same for every other butter. Okay, so we're going to put that there. Right, so our next step is to take our mesh nets, because we need to strain out the buttermilk. So I'm just going to line that into my cup here, measuring cup, and we're just going to strain it. So you can see there's still some butter left inside. I wasn't able to pick them. So now doing this would actually make it easy for me to strain. So yeah. So we've got our cup of buttermilk. What I'm just gonna do is we're gonna preserve it. Okay, so I'm just gonna get my cup and preserve it. Massage the butter to remove any excess liquid. We may have to do this twice actually, just to ensure that all the buttermilk is actually gone. So right now the water is not clear. The water has got to be very clear. The reason why you only use cold water is because fat doesn't melt in cold water, more or less. So it's not gonna melt. You can see that it's only just sweating. It doesn't melt. So that's why you need to ensure that it's very cold water. If you're using tap water, ensure that you actually take it from the cold side of your tap, so you don't take warm water or lukewarm water. Cold water, emphasis on that, because if you use warm water, then what happens is you may not even be able to mold it like this, or rinse out the excess like I'm doing right now. So we've washed it once. Yeah, we're gonna wash it again. So we're gonna use 3 cups of cold water. 1, 3 full cups, emphasis. 2, 3. So we're just gonna put our butter back in, and you should see the difference by the time we take it out now again. So you see how there's not much coming out of it anymore. Like literally the water is clear when you squeeze. It means that we have actually washed away all the buttermilk. So what is here right now is just pure fat. One thing like this is I'm ensuring I'm giving it a thorough wash. So now what we're gonna do is, because I'm gonna give my sister some, and she does like unsalted butter, so I'm just gonna mold it for her. But because I do love salted butter, I'm just gonna take a pinch the inside and then massage it through. Then another pinch. Parchment paper to mold. It's easier for me to do it like this actually. So I'm gonna mold the first one. I usually tend to use my wooden spatula because that way makes me mold it like I'm in factory. Ensure that I don't get as much contact with the paper as possible. Yeah. So guys, that is how you actually make butter. I've titled mine so unfiltered. You could do yours and title it whatever name you want. Anyway, if you do make your butter, don't forget to share a screenshot of what you've made and post it in the comments, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the video. One love, always and forever. See you later. Bye guys.